Recording. Five, six, seven, eight. Welcome to another episode of Boba Break. I am Jordash, and today I have the famous Twitch streamer Tommy Janopoulos.
Hello.
All right, so a little background about me and Tommy is we went to the same high school. Haven't talked to this man since what senior year.
Yeah,
so like 4 years,
yeah.
but I mean we kind of comment on each other's stuff here and there. Man's been Twitch streaming. But before we get to that, there are some things like I was fucking intrigued or like impressed by you. So I
Okay.
knew you since freshman year, right?
Yeah.
You were skinny as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, you were
Yeah.
you were tiny, and I wanted to know like what got you to change from like being skinny. I remember you were puking after the gym.
Yeah.
So just give me that like what happened.
Yeah. Uh, I think going into high school, like freshman year, I was maybe 5'1", maybe 5 feet tall, and I was like maybe 100 pounds. Like I was very close to being under that. And then by like sophomore and junior year, I know my driver's license says I'm 5'6" and 120 pounds. And I think I left high school at like 5'8", like 135-ish. And like I remember my senior year of playing lacrosse, like all my coaches used to always say, they're like, bro, if you were taller and if you weight like you like put on a lot of muscle and like weight, they're like you would be unstoppable and like you would play so much better, which kind of was shitty. I was like, damn, like I guess I'm not playing as good as I could
He
be,
was like,
but
"Damn, you just
that's
call
not
me
my fault.
bad."
Yeah. I was just like, that's not my fault. But I was like, ever since that point, and then when I moved to college, a lot of my new friends in college were big like gym guys, and they like weighed way more than me. And then they helped me like get my motivation to kind of put on more weight because I always wanted to weigh more. Like my ideal weight was like always I wanted to be like 165 to 170, like around there.
Yeah, same, same,
And
same. On the
yeah,
other
because
side of the spectrum, though.
yeah, yeah. So like I was like once I got into college, I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do my schoolwork and then just grind the gym and just try and go from there. And honestly, the college 15 that everybody's worried about was beneficial for me because going to the dining halls with like the buffets
Oh my
was was amazing.
god.
The dining hall buffets were amazing for me. Like my one dining hall had this pasta bar. So like I would just load on like
You
carbs
just
with
like fucking
pasta.
card overload.
Yeah, I would just eat so much at the dining halls that it was helping me put on weight, and then I would be in the gym and able to like tone that out. So right now around I'm 5'8" and I weigh like 162. So I've
Oh
kind of like
shit, you're
yeah,
162?
yeah, I've put on a few more pounds like in the last like month, so I'm closer to like 165 than I have been for forever.
Cause from your picture, you still look skinny as shit, dude.
I am
I thought you're like, oh, this guy's like 140, like
no
this
no
guy's lean.
yeah, my weight really hovers between like 155 and 160 right now. I
Mm.
feel like I've put on a lot more like because like my natural weight is probably like 140, like 135. But like I think I've put on a lot more muscle that I haven't done before. Like in high school, I never lifted legs. Like I ran a lot because like for lacrosse, you're just running all the time, but I never lifted like because I didn't like doing lifting in high school. I think it was because I was like really self-conscious
Weren't
on
you
like
wait, were you on
lifting weight.
team you know how we had like team Swole? Were you part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I,
I cuz I
I
was
only
there.
started the like my last 2 years, like junior year and senior year. And I
Oh,
only
oh,
really went my senior year
yeah, I
kind
only
of.
one
I wasn't
senior
really
year.
yeah, I
That's
really
only
wasn't a part of it.
I don't know that was a thing until senior year, so
Yeah, I didn't know it was a
I
thing like
was
until then.
yeah,
I
I would
wish
have
I
joined
knew.
us. Yeah, I did too. Dude. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, cuz not my college gym sucks ass. You know that
Oh,
gym?
really?
Yeah, that gym was better than my college gym.
Oh, that sucks.
And that gym was shitty.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
That
it's
gym
like
was
it's
not a
like
lot.
it's like 30 guys sharing like four barbells or some shit.
Oh, yeah, that's awful.
So
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, the gym here is enormous, and we have like three big gyms. It's a
You
big
are a
state
big
school.
school, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big state school, so it makes sense on why it is. But it's nice because I have like all of the racks and whatever I want, like I could possibly imagine pretty much at the gym. So it's a lot more beneficial for me.
All right. So sticking like continuing with the fitness, do you follow any like specific regimens when you were trying to bulk up, or where you just said, "I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck I want and just go to the gym"?
My diet was more of I just needed to eat to the point where I didn't feel good. Like I had to eat like so much where I just like felt like I could like throw up, but like almost to the point of being sick. Not like in a bad way, but like I just needed to eat so much because I do have a really high metabolism. So like for dieting, I just try to eat the
Fuck this
I just
guy.
try to eat buffet foods like as much as I could.
This guy, oh, I
Yeah,
have high metabolism. Oh,
it
I
sucks.
can eat.
Yeah.
I suck. All right.
But like lifting wise, before I did a lot of body weight like exercises because I was saying like I was really self-conscious on lifting, but a lot of my friends from here were big like power lifters, so they kind of got me into like lifting more. So like I went to doing a lot more like less reps, heavy weight, so I wasn't losing
Mm-hmm.
as much, just like sweating, like from doing a lot of reps.
Yep.
So that's where I gained a lot of my weight was because I just ate a crap ton of food. It wasn't like any sort of specific diet. Pasta was probably like the biggest, like pasta and like potatoes in the morning because they always had like hash browns or potato, like breakfast potatoes. So
Yo,
like
this
that,
guy's straight eating starch.
yeah, it was just as much stuff that could fill my stomach is what I was eating and just kept going. And then now I eat a lot more lean. Like I'm really not trying to put that much more weight on. I'm just trying to like kind of like lean myself out. So I'll probably end up being like 155, but
Hmm.
yeah, before it was just eat as much as I possibly could until like I didn't feel sick and then just start changing my habits from body weight exercises to actually lifting heavy weight. Cause like I never squatted, I never benched really in high school because I just didn't like doing it because I thought I really couldn't lift anything. It would be like it would look stupid of my like tiny dude just trying to like lift a bar. So
Oh man, yeah. Speaking of like eating a shit ton, it is hard. I tried it. You know how you talked about you tried you did the freshman 15, right?
yeah.
So I told the story like numerous times. So freshman year, I thought to myself, I was 160 coming out of high school. I was like,
Okay.
I had never hit 200 pounds before.
Yeah.
So I did a freshman 55.
Oh
And,
Jesus.
and the thing is, it's not the whole fucking school year. I did that shit from, I think it was like September to December. I gained
Oh my
55 pounds.
Jesus, man, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, and like, I think I was like knocking down like on average 5,000 to 55,000 calories a day.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
And like, because I was trying to bulk up to for strength wise, right?
Yeah.
But it got to a point where I was so slow. Like, you know how on the highway people just pass you up on like the left lane.
Yeah.
People were
That's just how
mad.
you,
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
how you felt all the time.
No, no, I was because I was walking on the right lane. All these people were just passing me up and going, and I try to
Yeah.
speed. I try to like speed walk up to them. I'm out of
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah, getting tired and stuff.
I'm like, my strength was amazing, but my
Yeah.
cardio after that, I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do 200 pounds ever again. Maybe in the future, like on a good diet, because I did that shit like 30 bulking. I was
Yeah.
eating like fucking 2 3 bags of chips a day,
Yeah.
fucking munching whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But 200 pounds, holy shit, dude! I went to
That's
one
crazy. That's
160 to
crazy.
215.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Uh,
Like,
yeah, I wish I
uh
had high metabolism too, you know.
yeah. I
But
mean, it's always nice, but I hate it for bulking just because it takes so much and you just got to eat to where like you don't want to eat food anymore, but you're like, I need to keep doing this.
I
Like,
love food. I don't think I could ever say that. Like it's just even right now I'm on a diet. I saw like a Wingstop ad like right before this shit.
Yeah.
I was like 16.99 for 25 boneless wings. Oh, oh,
Yeah.
like I mean I ate already, but
You could eat
I
again.
could
Yeah.
eat again. It's kind of like that, but
Yeah.
all right. And the last thing I want to like, because you touch upon lacrosse.
Mhm.
What made you get into lacrosse? Because I remember you and a few guys were just like all around high school, like holding your fucking what's it called,
Sticks.
your
Lacrosse
sticks.
stick. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
because I don't think we had lacrosse like the first 2 years, right? Only
No,
the
so I was a joint team with a
oh
different school with
Peyton.
Whitney. Yeah,
No,
with
is it
Payne and
Whitney?
Whitney.
Yeah.
It was both. It was both schools. Yeah. So I got into lacrosse because coming into high school, I was actually gonna go to Mount Carmel, which is a Catholic school in Chicago that's
Oh,
really well known for football. And I knew their running backs coach all throughout like eighth grade and like my elementary school. So I was actually getting like recruited. Like you can get scholarships to the Catholic high schools too because it costs money. So they were gonna give me a scholarship to go play football for them. And I really wanted to go, and I was
so
like
you
so
try to play lacrosse to get into football?
no, I played lacrosse because I couldn't play football at
Oh,
Jones. So
okay.
yeah, so I really wanted to go to Mount Carmel. I was like, man, I was like, I'm gonna be like this football guy. It'd be so cool. And then I went to go shadow there, and I took like I was in like the junior level math class, and I was like, I know all the answers. Like I'm not gonna learn anything coming to this school. Like that's like my mentality was. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Jones. I'm gonna go to a better school, like kind of get like a better education type thing instead of just playing football. And
Mhm.
so when I got there, I was super bummed out because they didn't have a football team. And my dad was like, well, why don't you try lacrosse? So, like, my eighth grade summer, I did a summer camp of playing lacrosse, and they had like a summer league. And I played it and I really liked it. It was fun. So then Ben Phelan, who was a year older than us, he played for Whitney, and he was like, "Oh, I heard somebody say that you played lacrosse. Do you want to play on the team?" And because it was like a spring sport, and so me and him became friends, and then he just kind of took me under his wing and brought me to their team. And me and him were the only two people from Jones until my junior year. So like we didn't really, it was just us two and as from Jones. So that's how I got into lacrosse is because I couldn't play football in high school.
Man. So what made you stop? Like, were you not good enough to become like a D3, D2, D1 athlete?
No, I wanted to, and I was gonna play here, but my senior year, I played on a torn MCL the whole year because
Wait, what part is the MCL?
it's like it's the knee.
Knee,
It's
yeah.
the lateral movement one, I think.
Okay. ACL
So
is the other one, right?
yeah, so it's not as bad as the ACL, but I played the whole year on it without like a brace or anything. So I kind of
Mm,
really screwed up my knee. And then I tried out for the club team at Iowa State where I go now. And I got on the team and the guys were cool and stuff. Then I blew out my knee again. Like I
the
tore it
same
again.
knee?
Yeah, it's the same one. And then I actually went to the doctors like a year after that, and he was like, "Yeah, you've probably torn your MCL like 6 times, but like every time it just heals, but like it's not fully healed, and you do something else, and then it just tears again." He was like, "So you don't even know you're tearing it, but you are." He was like, "That's why your knee is like sore all the time." So I was like, "I don't even think it's worth trying to like continue playing in college if my knee's already like
Fucked.
gone through that much like
Yeah.
stuff." I was like, I'd rather just be like athletic and fit and like lift and stuff, and then just like go play sports with my friends when I can instead of trying to like because I knew even if I played on a college team for lacrosse, I didn't want to be a professional lacrosse player or
Oh, why
anything.
not? Because there's a
I
lot of people that. Because I know someone from my school. He's finished with his 5 years.
mhm.
But he's still trying to go overseas for basketball, or even try to
Oh,
get into the draft.
that's pretty cool. I
Yes.
just felt like not that I wasn't as dedicated for it. Like I loved the sport and I loved playing it and I love sports in general and just everything that's built around it. But I don't know. I just the Major League Lacrosse League in the United States isn't very big. It's not very well known, and you have to be like because since it's not big and they don't have like big rosters, you need to be the best of the best to play in the Major Lacrosse League. And I know that I'm not good enough to play there. So I was like, it was more like a fun sport for me in high school. And if anything did come out of it, I would take it. But I got recruited by like two small D3 schools,
Bro, you should
but
have
neither.
went there. You should have went there
Yeah,
just to say it.
yeah, right.
I'm
Just
a
to say I
3D
played.
athlete. Like, tell your
Yeah,
kids in the future, your dad
yeah.
was a D3 athlete.
I was
Give
re-
him
I
some
was
respect.
really I was gonna go to one, but they didn't have what my major was, and they wanted me to switch to mechanical engineering, and I didn't want to.
You're doing
So I was like,
aerospace, right?
yeah, I'm doing aerospace. So I didn't want to switch, so I went with school again instead of sports, which I feel like I regret both times. Like I feel like
this
I
guy, this guy's
I
picking education over
yeah.
sports, dude.
Yeah, I know. I always think about it. And I used to always talk to my friends. I was like, man, if I went to Mount Carmel, I would have been jacked all 4 years of high school because all they do is they lift, they run. Like the school is just built around sports. Like that's it. Like I would have been swole all four
This
years.
guy's like, I can either be brains or brawn.
Yeah,
There's
those are
no
my
in between.
options. And I for some reason I chose the latter. I don't know what. I should have chose the latter. But
Nah.
yeah.
All right. And I don't know about biology and all that shit, like the human shit. But do you think your knee injuries cause you to become 5'8"? Like you can still grow taller or whatever?
No, I, I, I don't know. I don't think it. I don't think I can get any taller because I feel like I'm reaching. I mean, I know you're supposed to grow to like 25 or something if you're a
Yeah.
man, but I don't think I'm gonna grow anymore. It's been like I hit one big growth spurt, and that was to get me to 5'8". So I feel like I'm pretty stunted on that, because like I
Bro,
didn't
you were
grow until like my
so
junior.
tiny in
Yeah, I didn't
freshman
grow
year,
until
dude.
like junior year summer. So like going into senior year, I remember I got my braces off and I grew like
Oh,
4 inches. So I was like, that was perfect, Like my senior year, I thought
he's
I
like,
was going
this is
in
glow
hot
up,
shit.
dude.
Yeah, I thought I was going in hot shit, and I was only 5'8" and 130 pounds. But I'm not worried. My dad is like a little over 6 feet, but my mom is 5 feet tall. So I got my
Oh,
mom's
that's
genes more. Yeah,
what
it's
you
a
mean your
foot
mom's cheese,
difference.
bro? You're closer to your dad's side.
Barely. Yeah, I mean, I am, but like I was like, man, if I just wanted to be 5'10". That was like the height I really wanted to be, to look two more
Yeah.
inches, just because uh before I hurt my knee the second time, I was able to dunk, and
Damn.
like I worked out constantly doing like all the exercise that everybody says to get your vertical up. And I was like, I know if I was 5'10", I would have been able to do this so much easier. Like, like, because there's just those extra, because like I could always like touch it with my fingers, but it took so much effort to be able to just get my wrist over. So I was like, if I literally had that little bit of extra height,
Two
my hand
inches.
it would be so easy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I felt that, dude. Cause I think I stopped growing since 8th grade. I've been the exact same fucking
oh
height for
really?
the past 8 years, dude.
Yeah. What are you
Like
like,
I
5'9"?
5'8" around there.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
so on some good days I'll be 5'9".
Yeah.
you
Good days.
know,
Yeah.
but like I stopped because I used to be called like one of the tallest people in elementary, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Once we went to high school, I'm like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We
Like
because we know
middle of the
Chewy,
pack.
because we know Chewy and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this guy
So
six
tall.
five?
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
and then like in college, I know some other people that are like 6'5". Like the guy I was telling you about that was trying to go overseas.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, it's like 6'8", and I'm like, bro, there's a
Jeez.
whole fucking foot long between us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
It's crazy.
so I was like, damn, I think I just stopped growing because I have a theory, all right?
Okay.
Conspiracy theory. I think I fucked up my spine playing basketball once. Cause
Oh, really?
so I played street ball a lot back in the middle school, elementary,
Okay.
like concrete, right?
Yeah.
The Odell Beckham, like the catch.
Yeah,
All right, so back then I tried to catch like a full court, right?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I jumped so high, I caught it. I didn't think about the landing part.
Yeah.
So I slammed straight on my fucking like tailbone.
Oh,
It was so bad, like
oh,
it knocked the fucking wind out of me. I was like,
yeah.
all 9 people on the court. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Just dying
I'm
on the
like,
court.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. Oh, bro, I think that was like when I said, damn, I think I fucked up my back.
Yeah. And just
And
from
even
there,
right
just no
now,
more
I'm
going
and even right now, I'm rehabbing my lower spine.
still. It's still
Yeah,
doing that
cause dude, so I tweaked it like a month and a half ago.
from
Cause I
lifting.
no, I think it's from sitting too much.
Oh, quarantine life.
Yeah, so right now I'm
Yeah.
like sitting like straight as shit, like every like
Yeah.
30 minutes an hour, just stand up, walk around. It's
Yeah.
bad. So I can't like squat or deadlift right now.
Ah, that sucks.
So hey, my bench is going up, but like I squat is my favorite lift.
Yeah, I always see like on your posts and stuff about it's always like about you squatting usually, and I
Yeah.
see your deadlift a lot too. But squatting is fun, and it's like I feel like bench is nice like when you hit a max, but I feel like squatting hits different when you hit a new max. Like it feels so much better. Like you feel so
Oh yeah.
cool.
I just feel like I'm a beast, because
Yeah, like
like bench is always gonna be your weakest. I'm like, oh,
yeah, yeah,
yay. But like
yeah,
deadlifts and squats, you're just pulling like all the fucking plates. You're like,
yeah,
how many wheels you got on? I got 4 wheels on.
yeah. You actually like
So
feel strong, strong. Like
yeah, cause I'm trying to one day compete in powerlifting.
oh, okay,
Like
okay.
I want to do it not to win, but just to say I've trained enough to do it. Cause in high
Yeah,
school, I I like the sports. I like basketball, I like volleyball, but I know I'm not good enough to go on the teams. But I want to compete,
yeah. You
and
want to
I
just be
feel
able to
like
compete.
yeah, and I feel like powerlifting is like you're individual. You don't have to
Yeah,
rely on a team. Like the only person you could only like beat it yourself on is yourself. Is like
yeah.
so. And if I could beat my personal records during the meet, I beat my personal records. I don't care
Yeah,
about
that's
winning.
still a win. Yeah, that's still a
So,
win.
so that's like one of my end goals by like 20, I'm gonna say 26. I wanted to compete before I graduate this year, like 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
School got in the way, injuries got in the way. Like
Yeah, that's hard.
every single year, I got an injury.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
Like
Injury is just the worst.
so,
Especially for lifting, because like you lose so much muscle mass if you like don't do anything for a while. It just like you just reset, you know?
yeah, and like my injuries weren't like some like oh my muscle got tweaked. It's like ah fuck my tendon,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah,
like
big deal.
it's like because it's like it was my knee too. So I was playing basketball, and then one day I was just like, ooh, why is it swollen? Why is this part hurting?
Yeah.
Why can't I
Yeah.
walk it? I was like, fuck, I can't squat. I can't deadlift anymore.
Yeah.
That's a whole fucking 6 months.
Yeah, it takes
right
so
now,
long.
right now, I'm like, oh, my back, I can't deadlift. Like I can't go in any like forward motion. So I
Oh.
can't do core. I can't do leg press. I can't do none of that shit. So
Yeah, my freshman year of college, like the second half, I was hospitalized for like a month. So I got super sick. I had 3 different illnesses. I had to have surgery like on my
huh.
throat. So I gained I gained my 15 to 20 pounds because my freshman year I was capping out at like 150 and I went in going 130 and I lost 23 pounds from the hospital. So
God damn, what
so
the fuck do you
like
have?
I had tonsillitis, a severe sinus infection, and then I had mono. And mono is like an autoimmune
Isn't mono
disease.
the one that makes you like all weak and shit?
Yeah, so like it'll make you more susceptible to like other things. So that's why I got the other two. Like
Mm,
or that's why I got the sinus infection with tonsillitis. So my tonsils were so swollen that like I couldn't breathe when I was asleep, but I didn't know that I couldn't breathe when I was asleep, so I'd always just like gasp up when I would wake up.
God
So
damn.
then I went to the hospital. They put me in the emergency room, and when you're older, it's really dangerous for them to remove your tonsils. So they like try to do like a million different things before they decided to go with surgery to remove my tonsils because it's like super dangerous. But after a while, they're like, this is the only option. They did it. Everything went okay. But I was pissed afterwards because I lost 23 pounds. And then after you get your tonsils removed, you can't really eat a lot of food. It's like
I mean,
you
you
can
could
eat
drink
ice
all.
cream.
You could drink fucking mass gainers,
Y-
dude.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you eat ice cream a lot. So I was just eating a ton of ice cream, like really soft foods. So like mashed potatoes and stuff like that. So I was trying to eat food that I could gain weight with, but it took me forever to get my weight back. I was so pissed because I was like, all that work just went down the drain. You know, I was so mad.
Oh man! All right. So speaking of mono, I'm curious. So is it like you have it once and it's gone, or do you still have it for the rest of your life?
I think what they told me is that when you have it all the time, after you get it once, and then you can get it like it if you have it once, you're more likely to get it again. So that's why they said I got it a second time because I got it when I was like 11 the first time. And it's not only from like kissing. I
Yo,
remember,
I got cooties, dude.
yeah, I know. That's how I felt like. I remember going to the doctors when I was 11. That's like when your parents are in the doctor's room with you, right? And they get the test results back, and my mom's in the room with me, and the doctor goes, yeah, he has mono. And my mom just like gives me like a look like, oh, who have you been kissing or whatever, and like joking around with me. And then my response was, Mom, I'm not kissing anybody. And she was like, oh yeah. And I was like, it's not from a lack of trying. And I said that in front of the doctor and her. And the doctor was like this like younger white guy because I went to like this one where they had all the trainees and he was dying laughing. He was dying laughing. He was like, "No, the results say he didn't get it from that," but he was cracking up. And my mom just like started blushing. I thought it was the coolest thing I ever said. It was so
Oh, this guy. Oh my god, this guy's funny as shit.
yeah.
Oh my god. All right,
Yeah.
man. I think it's time where we start talking about your Twitch career.
Okay.
All right. So I had Eric Martinez on. He's doing Twitch right now.
Yeah, I saw he is.
So I wanted to ask, like, what made you say I'm gonna start streaming? Like this past year? Like,
Yeah.
what made you start? Like, why did you start like the 3 previous years or like high school?
Yeah. So I mean, even in high school, I never really like I didn't watch Twitch. Like I knew it was a thing. And a lot of my other friends that I knew watched Twitch and like were really into it. And like I watched a lot of YouTube videos, but I even then like I didn't like watch a ton of gaming ones. Like that wasn't my thing, even though I liked to play games and I was pretty serious about it. But my friend Leroy, who was my roommate and has been my roommate all throughout college except this year, uh, he started a YouTube channel and it's like me and him are the and our other friend are like pretty much the most all the recordings are us three pretty much playing and he does like our Warzone, so he makes YouTube clips. And he was like, you should just start streaming, like if you don't want to do YouTube, because I really didn't want to like I just thought with school I wasn't gonna be able to edit and like make good edits and like have the time to like it be at the level I wanted it to be. He was like, so why don't you just try and start streaming? He's like, if you don't like it the first week, you can just stop. Like, because on your PlayStation, it's just you hit one button, you link your Twitch account and
Oh,
it's it.
oh yeah,
So I
you
just
play
do it
on
on
console, right?
yeah, right now I'm saving up for a PC and I have parts from my friend Leroy. He's gonna give me some of his older parts. But like I was like I might as well try and see if I like it. And then I did it. And after like the first week, it had like a good like recognition with random people, with my friends, watching it. So I enjoyed it and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing it. And then from there on out, it just kind of kept building up where every time I did something and I kind of got a new achievement from streaming or meeting new people, I just kept liking it more and more. So I'm trying to stick with it. So my friend literally was just like, why don't you just try it once? And if you like it, you can keep going. And so I was like, all right. So that's what I did. And then I just gradually building it up.
Hmm. Because I've always wanted to stream since like I wouldn't say high school. Because I've been watching Twitch since like 2013, so I've been
Yeah.
wanting to like fucking stream and all that shit.
Yeah.
I just don't have the computer, and my gameplay
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
the,
I, I feel like my gameplay does suck too, but I feel like you have to like corner your market immediately on like what what you are. Like
Hmm.
if you think you're the most cracked person at the game, you gotta like say that in all your streams.
I'm
But if you
cracked as fuck.
yeah, like you're gonna see me win every Warzone game. Like we're gonna get at least, But I just like kind of on the front end be like I'm more here for talking with whoever comes in the stream and more on like my personality, like type thing. And I was like, and if we win, we win. Like that's kind of like what I'm going for. I like the streamers that I do watch, I prefer the ones. Yeah, it's fun to see when they play well, but I think it's funnier just like their reactions, like almost like reaction streaming of like, oh, like just got crapped on or like something like funny, like just like their responses to that.
Like
So, because I
fuck.
feel like that yeah, because like the person like the me and my friend like you starting a podcast, I saw that and I thought it was the coolest thing because my friend wanted me and my friend wanted to do it like for forever and we just like never put in the effort or like we put in the effort. That's where I have this microphone and everything. But like we just never like set up the times and my friend really wanted other people to join and it was just hard to coordinate. So I thought it was so cool when I saw you doing it. I was like, that's awesome. Like somebody's like actually trying to do it. But I love
Yeah.
TMG. I don't know if you've ever watched their
Nope.
podcast. That's Tiny Meekin. It's Noel Miller and Cody Ko. They're like they do a lot of YouTube videos. So I like when
Oh,
they
I think I
stream.
watched Cody Ko before. That's the only
Yeah.
person.
So like I kind of like his streams where he like plays games, but it's more like just his personality of the stream rather than like I'm really good. I when I play Siege, I really try to like flex that I'm good, even though I'm like pretty mid tier.
Bro, where'd you
So,
say I'm trying to climb to platinum, dude?
yeah, I was so pissed because like when I used to like not when I used to, but for most of the seasons I've gotten platinum, but the last two seasons I just can't get into it. I'm like literally I'm in gold one, which is right before it, and I just get crap.
Disappointing.
Like, as soon as I get there, I just get
Disappointing,
shit on like
dude. Come on,
constantly.
man.
So I'm so upset. I was like, bro, I just can't get over it. Ever since I started streaming, I play so average, but I know that I'm not like the best Siege player, but I was like, I think I am. So that's the only time when I really like, oh, come watch me win all these games. And then I don't do anything like cool. It's just, but
Yeah. So, because for me, quarantine gave me the opportunity to start the podcast. It just gave
yeah,
me the extra free time.
yeah,
Cause without this, I'll be fucking at the library right now, doing homework.
yeah,
Cause you see sometimes on my story, I'm just there like all night.
yeah. I seen that. Yeah,
So so you think quarantine like helped you with your Twitch as well? It gave you
yeah.
gave you that push.
Yeah, definitely. Cause over the summer I saved up a lot of my money so I wouldn't have to work while I was at school for like this past semester. So like I was doing nothing besides just schoolwork. And then with quarantine, like having online classes, like I had so much more free time. So that and my friend had so much more free time. That's why he started editing his videos. And then he was just like, you should try and stream. So I was able to do it like often and kind of keep up with it. So it definitely made it way easier for me to start streaming as quarantine kind of like that's one benefit. It helped me out, have the time to do it. So
Yeah. All right. So are you graduating this semester as well?
no, I since I had that when I was sick that one year, I had to take that semester off. So
Hmm.
I have one more semester after this one. So I'll
Okay.
graduate next fall.
All right. That's not bad.
Yeah,
So after you graduate, let's say you got a full time job, but your Twitch also pops off, and you had to
yeah.
choose one. Which one will you
Uh,
choose?
honestly, I would probably pick Twitch. Like
Oh.
I would want to say that I would pick my degree because I really do enjoy my degree, but I don't know. I feel like I don't engineering sometimes can just be really frustrating and like so can streaming but like I don't know it's more fun and like you kind of get in your own like little world when you're streaming like you don't like think about other crap and stuff where I feel like with engineering like I feel like I'd be way more stressed out in an engineering job so if both of them I got a full-time job and one popped off like I would definitely me and my friend talked about it like if you have the chance to take, your Twitch pops off or your YouTube pops off, you got to take that chance because you can always go back to school. That was like what we were talking about. Like
Mm.
because like even with I know engineering changes constantly. Like if you're out of it for like a year, you have to relearn everything because stuff evolves so much. But I was like, I could always go back to school and relearn it if, this doesn't work out. So if I had the chance, I definitely would say I would take Twitch. I know my parents would kill me for that, but I was like, I would definitely take that because I would keep up with learning engineering stuff. But if I could make a full-time job out of streaming, I definitely would. I wouldn't even lie about that.
All right, because you know how you talked about like you going to Jones for the education, going to Iowa.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to go back to the ladder and say, "Hey, I know Twitch popped off, but
No,
this
I feel like
full time."
I finally got to make the decision, Like every other time I pick my education and I have my education, up to this point. So it's like, I've had enough school. I might as well do something do something crazy, you know.
All right, man. So let's hope you pop off so you can shout me out in the future.
Of course. I got you, of course.
Yeah,
When you
because
when you asked me to do the podcast, I was so surprised. I was like, did he mean for me? Did he want me to message one of my friends that he knows better? I was like, we were like cool and everything, like we would talk and stuff. But I was surprised you asked me. I was just like, oh, I felt flattered. I was like, oh, look
oh,
at
flatter, dude.
that.
This guy's making
Yeah.
me blush.
If I ever
nah,
pop off, I got you.
nah. So I wanted to since I saw that you and Eric were both streaming, I was like, I want to understand like why you guys started streaming because I
Yeah,
always wanted to start streaming myself.
yeah. You should do it.
And then
100.
now and then I was like, all right, let's get their point of view, why they started it right now, what they like about it, what they don't like about it. And
Yeah,
for me, just because in the past few years there's more variety streaming,
yeah,
and that is giving me a door to, oh, I don't need to be good at games
yeah. You
because
can just,
I could just play games because I was thinking about like just talking cooking for
yeah,
streaming. Like I don't care
yeah,
about playing shit anymore. I
yeah.
think I'm yeah past
Moved
that.
on from that. Yeah, people
Yeah,
do just chatting all the time, and I've seen a lot of people. I've met a person. She's in my streams a lot, and she does cooking videos, like you were saying, and she has a lot of fun with it, and people do stuff like that, and it's really cool. I enjoy watching the stream like that too. So
yeah. So I think that's like, oh, I am trying to do this maybe after graduation, like over in the summer. But
yeah,
I just want to understand like why did you guys start it right now? Why didn't you start it like way back then before it was like popular where you could like
yeah.
be
I
one
know.
of
I
the
wish.
entrepreneurs of it.
Yeah, I really wish I started earlier. I feel like my confidence, because I'm always okay with public speaking. My confidence since college has like definitely taken off. I just feel like in high school, I always just knew I was that skinny kid, and I knew I had like that classic skinny Napoleon complex of trying to like prove, myself. And I feel like I've kind of like gotten over that and realized like accepted where I'm at and everything. So my confidence is so much better. So like the camera being on me while I'm playing my game and knowing random people, like anyone can join and they can just say whatever they want kind of thing was like scary to me before. But now that like I'm more confident in myself, I don't really care. Like if somebody comes in and tries to like meme on me, I think it's more funny than I think it's like hurting my feelings. Like I've had people do that and I just think it's hilarious. And then after a while, I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm gonna
Take
have
it
to ban you
easy.
now.
Just
That's
take it
that's too much.
easy.
Yeah, like I was like, I think it's funny. I was like, but if you go too far, I'll have to ban you from this streamer or whatever. But I was like, I think there's confidence wise and being able to like know that random people can watch me play a video game is what changed from me doing it now. So
Hmm, interesting. Yeah, I think I feel that as well. I think uh I'm gonna say my public speaking is still like shit, dude. Honestly,
yeah,
uh,
no, you
cause
seem good right now.
I just speak off my mind, dude. Cause
Yeah,
there's one thing I don't like, especially when editing these videos. I don't like to hear my voice, and that's why I
yeah,
want to stream because I don't have to hear my voice.
exactly. Yeah, you don't.
That's the only because I'm not sure if it's about for you as well, but like hear your own voice is just
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
It's just
cringy.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
why.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know why it's
why.
cringy, but it is. Yeah.
I'm like I don't have one of those like fucking opera voices. I can't listen to myself. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I think that wraps it all for what I have for today. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? There's something I want. What you been up to, man? What you want to
Uh,
plug?
what do I want to plug? I mean, I guess just watch my Twitch. It's T_Jano, so Jano. I play Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, and I play a lot of Warzone. But I do have on deck. I found a lot of remastered on my console, old PS2 games that I used to play when I was younger. So I'm gonna start doing like variety streaming on playing through story mode games when I do my like just. It's more of like my just chatting streams. So going for that. And then all my other accounts on like Instagram and Twitter are just the real T Jano because I couldn't get those. I couldn't get T_Jano on there.
Disappointing,
So
dude.
yeah, so those are those. But no, yeah, I mean, if you want to stop by my stream, you always can. I have a few moderators that are there regularly. So I have two people that moderate for me every stream. And so just come and chat with me or whatever. And then other than that, I'm just in school, being a regular college student, scrounging for money,
Yeah.
you know? So
And to help this man scrounge for money, remember to subscribe to his Twitch channel. All right,
always
you use that Twitch Prime.
yeah, use the Twitch Prime. I
Use
don't
the
care if
Twitch
people
Prime.
you don't have to use your real money. Just throw me one Twitch Prime over a year and I'm okay.
All right, and thank you, Tommy, for being part of this podcast.
Yeah.
And fuck, what's my plug? I don't know, man. I'll link it in the description. I'm not gonna say that shit. And thank you for listening to this podcast. And we are see, Tommy, you know my outro, right? We drag this shit for as long as possible. See, they think I'm gonna stop right now. I'm not stopping yet. I'm gonna drag it out for like another 15 seconds. So what you been up to, dude? You doing good? You doing good
Yeah.
lately?
I mean, I'm gonna get a promotion probably in my job,
Oh
so
shit! Hey, that's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up. Well, you
Yeah.
guys have to find that out next time. And we are out. Boba break. Boba break. 1, 2. Boba break. Boba break. Jordash. Boba break. Boba break. Atlas. Boba break. Boba break. Jordash.